Welcome everybody to Rise of the Bloodmoon episode 3. If you're joining us live on Twitch, welcome. If you're watching an alerted date on YouTube, it'd be a lot of edited out all the nonsense that we about to do in this campaign. Today we have LP Crook is not able to have his camera on, but he'll be playing. Liv has some appointment that she has to, so she will not be with us today, but I'm assuming the DM will be playing for her today. So she'll be like a static character today, so she will not be joining us. But welcome. And DM, you have the floor. And by the way,
alright,
we got merch coming out, and my muds are still available.
You came to town, I told you there was monsters picking off people. You decided, you know what? Let's go to the only person who has seen these things. So you went off to the farm, found out that this lady Morgan, her husband got nabbed a couple months back. And you're like, okay, that's a suspicious ass flour mill over there. I'm gonna go check out that flour mill. Turns out there was a bunch of really weird ravens guarding it. So you went there, got attacked by ravens. A few of you almost died to ravens. And then you decided, okay, this place is weird. There's a magic circle in there. What are we going to do about this? From there, some of you stayed back at the farmhouse for the night to just make sure Morgan would be okay. And then Bladewin and Mallory went off into town, tell everyone, hey, yeah, we're going into town, we're going to go talk to the priest. They went into town.
Then didn't come back.
Talked to the priest, got some life-changing bombs dropped on them, and then got drunk. And they're currently sleeping it off. While they're in town, surprise, surprise, the shadows showed up. And the rest of the party, and Morgan, strangely enough, helped fend them off. Going back to where I jumped in, now good to go. So, as you have done this, you notice that Naomi just seems, after getting absolutely just decimated by these things, her life force sapped out of her, she just seems to pass out on the floor. What you doing?
I'll walk over to her and try to shake her and wake her up and see if she's still breathing and stuff like that.
She's still breathing. You had what happened to her happen to you, so you at this moment feel so much weaker than you have in years. As if just the muscle mass you have just isn't there. And based on how much she got of that, you're assuming that she's just passed out because she's tired, just kind of sleeping involuntarily to, recuperate.
Okay. I'll ask Morgan if we can borrow a bed for her.
Morgan's standing there. She's still holding the knife that she stabbed that thing with, going like, oh. Yes. Yes, you can. Oh, God. There's another bed in my room and a rather comfortable fur rug in there if we all want to sleep in the same room. I set up some cots in the living room over there if you want to use those too. Make yourselves at home. I'm going to go back to bed. And she just walks back in, she leaves the door open, and you just see her get into bed.
Okay, I reach under her arms and drag her into the room.
Naomi,
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Drag.
I put her in the bed to the best of my ability.
Yeah. Yeah, your strength's drained, but you're still feeling pretty good. Just put her down in the bed.
Yep.
These beds are big enough for 2 people, but meh.
I'm gonna go out. Maybe. And make sure all the doors are closed this time.
You do it once over?
Yeah.
It looks like all of the doors outside are closed, shut, locked tight. You notice that Morgan, before she went to bed, closed all the flues on the fucking... Oh, they're called fireplaces. Of course they're called fireplaces. She closed all the flues to the fireplace chimneys and made sure all the doors were locked as well.
Okay. I pull out that bottle of moonshine that I had found in the barn. I'm like, William, let's have a drink.
All right. I pick up the knives that I threw at those shadows and re-equip them and sit back at the table.
Okay. So, the both of you sitting down. It's about midnight. And I'm pretty sure the 2 of you are the ones who picked up the coins, right?
Yep.
Yep. You both feel that the coins are still just kind of sitting there, just weighing down on you, but yeah, it's doable. You open up the jar. Continue.
I was like, I'm just doing coin tricks with it, just flipping it in the air and catching it.
Yeah. Now that all the hassle's just kind of going down, the coin's about yay big, made of like a black iron sort of deal. And if you look closely at it, there's a bunch of just engravings all over it. What languages do you use to speak?
I'm pretty sure I just speak Common and Elvish.
Okay.
Abyssal, Celestial, and Draconic.
Got it. In that case, William, as you're flipping this coin up and down, you recognize the symbols. They don't really say anything, but they're definitely infernal.
Then when I know what they are, probably experience maybe
Get
coming
history
across them.
check.
Let's see. 10.
No, it's just a metal coin that seemed to be the core of the shadows to you. You can infer some things. It's a metal coin that makes you feel like shit. There was the core of a shadow with infernal written on it. I think it's pretty fucking obvious what this thing is. Well, you can make some damn good references, but you've never seen it before. Never heard anything about them.
I do have a lot of books I keep for references, and maybe I could roll to see if I have a book like that.
That's kind of what the history check was for, really.
Oh yeah, so I guess that then I would pull out my books, but I have no idea where to start, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna put mine in like a spare coin purse or something, so I'm not holding it directly.
Okay. Yeah, the presence doesn't leave you, but it's there.
Okay.
So yeah.
And you just see me. Oh. No.
I don't know, I was just gonna say, as you open up the jar of moonshine, the smell hits both of you, and this is just the strongest shit you've ever smelled. Just oh. Continue.
I'm like, William, I don't know if this is any good. I've never had a drink before. I'll leave that to Mallory.
Really? Well, the trick to drinking is you have to drink it very fast and all at once. So I recommend getting a whole tall glass and just seeing how fast you can drink it. And then that's how you're drinking.
Are you supposed to drink a little at a time?
No. That's only if you want to have a party or something.
And just hold up a sec. Mallory, how often have you drunk like shots in front of Rebecca?
She tries not to do it often, but it's a bad habit.
Well, just yeah. Make a wisdom check, Rebecca, just real quick.
Wisdom, okay.
I'm just seeing how much deception is needed for this.
Saving an ability.
Ability.
I got 11.
Most of the time when you've seen people drinking hard liquor, it's been in tiny glasses, but I don't know, you don't drink.
I've kind of seen Mallory kind of just like nurse it all day, but I've never seen it like really hammer it back. Are you sure?
Well, it's because she's like this tall. Like when you're this tall, you need more drink.
That makes sense. I am 6 foot after all.
Oh yeah, then you need double what I said.
Yeah, oh, okay. I need 2 glasses.
I thought you were a little bit shorter, but okay.
Oh, she's tall.
Good. So, you know where Morgan brought up some glasses earlier in the day. It's like, well, they're not glasses, they're wooden cups, but a cup's a cup. You just grab a cup and you fill it full of moonshine.
Yep.
Okay then.
I'll probably never drink again after this.
And if it burns, you know it's working. So.
Oh,
Okay. She's like, bottoms up.
We're just a gang of drunks, aren't we?
Yep.
Apparently so.
Isn't every D&D party? Anyway,
Literally in
Constitution
hell.
save, please.
It's like, of course you're drinking.
Constitution save.
Remember, this is at midnight. Y'all still gotta get a full rest.
That's why we're drinking now.
This is so bad.
Constitution.
Oh shit!
That's 20. He was right. I need to double up.
It burns. It burns. But you can taste a faint hint of peaches. It's not that bad, actually.
This is pretty good stuff.
Let's see. I'll try.
I fill up the glass again.
You know what I'm gonna say.
All right, Constitution again. $17. She can hold her liquor,
Yeah, that's not
apparently.
enough.
Yeah, I rolled a
Oh,
20
no.
the second time last
This
time, and
stuff.
that wasn't enough, so that damn sure ain't enough.
Drinking like what, 50%
be
within 30 minutes. There's no way
To
you're
be
standing
fair.
after that and still.
To be fair, Bladewin was polishing off by that point a second bottle of wine, so.
Yeah, get on my level, bitch.
Yeah, with this stuff, you're drunk. You're just drunk. It's
Okay.
like, oh, this is a feeling.
I'll try the
William.
rest of the bottle then.
Okay then.
I'll chug it.
The jar of moonshine. I mean,
Yeah, we
granted,
got
it's
two
half
total.
empty by this point, but
Can somebody say alcoholism? Poisoning? I mean,
Well, it is moonshine. You could go like blind. I don't know. Drinking it that fast.
Oh my god.
if it wasn't made properly,
depends on where it was made and where it's from,
No.
and how potent.
But yeah, I'm
And-
chugging it.
Made in the barn.
Okay, yep. Constitution saving throws for everybody.
Huh?
Saving throws.
Even us at the bar, that's power he passed out.
16.
It was. You already made yours.
Yeah.
It was 16. After about halfway down through what's left in the jug, you're still pretty good. There's still a little bit left in the jug. You don't know what the hell she was talking about with peaches in it, but all you taste is alcohol.
It's like, okay. Do we have any more?
Yeah, there's about that much left at the bottom of the bottom of the jug. FYI, this jug was this big, so
Oh, that's pretty small then.
it was a jug of moonshine. It wasn't like, okay, here's like this big thing is gonna.
I think it was like those like comical XXX jugs, gallon.
Oh, like the full. Ah!
God.
No, it was just like a rather large jam jar full of moonshine.
I like how we just found moonshine and just drank it, even though it's not even ours.
You found a bottle of moonshine. And
You didn't find it. We didn't find
you
it.
decided to drink
They
it.
did.
I get
Yeah,
that,
I
but
found it
still.
under a board.
You found a bottle of moonshine underneath the floorboards. You made it. You took an educated guess and decided it was safe to drink. There is some left, enough for 3 shots or 1 glass.
Okay. No, I'll split it half and half.
All right.
Constitution again?
I mean, you're already drunk, but let's see how drunk you are.
Okay.
Not enough a full rest can recover.
I got a 20.
You're still
What is up
just
with these
drunk.
high rolls?
I won't get any later.
Yeah, he's wasting them all now.
Really is,
William.
really is. We're gonna need these later, and it's just not gonna be there. It's
The
not.
alcohol will just hit me later too. It'll be hungover.
Neuro
Oh,
got
yeah,
an
you're
11
gonna have a
roll.
splitting headache.
By the way, Neuro, your rolls are not going into Foundry for some reason.
I don't know why.
Do you have the...
Yeah, you're drunk. If you got an 11.
So it's like, well, I guess it took a bottle and a half of wine and some moonshine finally. All
Let's
right.
hope you guys get this much luck on Constitution saves when you gotta maintain concentration.
So are you going to bed?
Yep.
I'll be up.
If you can
Look at
find a
this.
bed.
I stumble over to the cat.
Okay, yep, it's just kind of, yep, over there.
I still have all the books laid out in front of me, and I just sit there studying it. It's like, I'll be up for the night.
What?
Okay,
No rest?
Nope.
none.
No, I'll just stay up.
Okay,
You realize you're not an elf, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I'll just keep the coin in my hand, and I'll just keep reading for the night.
got it. So, with all that happening, as everyone settles down over here, most of them going to sleep, one drunken angel just decided to read books for the night. We'll just snap back over to the tavern here.
That's not my token.
Oh,
Oh, so laggy.
So, Mallory, it's still. You drunkenly went to bed, but as you're laying there, you're just like, there's something I want to do. So, at about the same time, everyone over there is falling asleep and getting drunk off moonshine. What are you doing?
I'm gonna decide to go bug Bladewin.
DM screen is frozen.
Oh, yay.
Bear was with some
That's supposed to
technical
be on this.
difficulties. Tyson, you there? Your Zoom screen is frozen.
Still here? Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not moving on the screen. Restart your camera.
And I can't hear you either.
It is.
Yeah, it's frozen,
Everyone's-
but we can hear you, but you're frozen.
Wait, is that him talking?
Yeah, it's him talking.
Okay, he's quiet for me. I can't hear nothing.
There he
Oh,
is.
there you go.
Okay, I'll leave and rejoin.
You're still there.
May have just been the my computer trying to transfer over. Yes.
Yeah, it says
Hello.
network is low.
Yeah, we can hear you, but yeah, you're lagging really hard. I think I'm going to do a
Still
lot
hear
of.
me? Just no video then?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay then. Better? Worse? The same?
Better. You just your screen is like laggy, but
Yeah,
you're
like
fine.
you'll be here and then you'll blip to over here. Like a second
Ah.
or two.
Hmm.
But I can hear you now, so that's nice.
Alright then. Yeah, could very much just be my spotty ass internet. Or, you know, just a major influx of people going online. But who knows? It's all good now, or still problematic?
We're good. You just walked in there.
We're all on the map still for some reason.
Oh, he brought everybody over so just so you can watch. Oh, okay. I thought that was like a barmaid or something.
Throw me out of the screen. I can't see anything now though, it's all dark.
Sounds like a you problem.
Oh, here, I'll try something. Do. And Badoo.
Okay, I can see where their characters are.
Can you
now.
still see your token, Rebecca?
No, my token's gone, but bottom right where we all had originally met up to leave the tavern, we're all down there still.
Oh, okay, yeah. In that case, well, I just hit your token, but
Yeah, it made it so I can see everyone else now.
yeah. Alrighty then. Padoo, padoo, padoo. Should be good to go then.
So she says she's gonna bother Bladewin. So I would like to picture Bladewin like was so drunk he sat on his bed, was doing. He got like the half dressed in his like PJs, but he forgot to lock the door. and he's like passed out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mallory's still basically half drunk probably. She's probably still drunk, let's be honest. Yeah, she's still drunk. So she's just gonna make her way over and just knock on the door. Oh, hey, it collides with the wall. How about I just open the door? There we go. So she goes over and just knocks, seeing if it'll wake him up or not. So
Do I have to roll anything to see if I hear it?
Nah. If she's knocking insistently enough, you'll hear it.
I feel like this is some night call booty call.
It's open.
I hate you.
I'm
Who do you
sorry.
hate?
Oh, you can't do that to me. No. Stop.
Sorry.
Please bear with us, some technical difficulties.
It wasn't that funny. But thank
No,
you
you
for
embarrassed her
hearing
now,
me.
so now.
I will laugh at the stupidest things, and I will laugh at it for 5 minutes straight. Do not. Something you don't think is funny is
I said
absolutely
doors
hysterical to
open.
me. God damn it. Okay.
You open the door.
Okay, she opens the door and goes in unannounced. Just to check if he's awake yet.
He's awake. He's yelling. It's open. He's drunk.
Who goes
It
there?
looks like he got halfway put on. He looks like he got halfway through putting on his pajamas and fell asleep.
Amazing. Alright. Being drunk and stupid at the same time, Lori's just gonna go up to him and just hug him. Immediately hug him. And just go. How do you drunken voice?
I mean, do you say anything, or is it just a straight hug?
Oh, she's it's a straight hug, but I want her to like say something, just not just a random ass hug.
Yeah, because if you do a random ass hug, he might just clock you.
Yeah, I figured. So it's just, I want to do a drunken voice. I don't know how to intimidate a drunken voice. Anyway,
Like I
imagine
do.
my voice as drunken, if you would please. He just goes, "Hi, Bladewin. I'm lonely. I don't want to sleep alone, please."
I knew it. I knew it.
Shut up!
Yeah, going.
Hey, not sleeping alone because of her backstory. Excuse you, not sleeping around.
It's not how I would interpret it if I was there.
Well, thankfully, you guys are not there, and you won't know any of this.
Different people react differently to situations.
As our DM cuts out again. So,
For fuck's sakes.
so Bladewin just lifts up the covers. Waiting. He's not
His angel butt.
Huh? This is way
So
too hard.
Mallory, I'm assuming, just crawls into the bed and just falls asleep.
I mean, is that what she does?
I'm sorry.
Are you going to crawl in or not?
Yeah, she crawls in. Thank you. Sorry. And she
All
tries
right.
pulling him along with her.
I'm already in the bed.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'll
I thought you
hold
were,
the
like, sitting
covers up. Like I'm like laying on my side. Hold the covers up. If you want to crawl in, crawl in.
Okay, so she crawls in, and half her body is just on top of him because too lazy to scooch over to her own side.
I feel like I already
It's a
scooched.
smallish bed anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a smallish bed, let's be honest.
So I cover her up and then pass the fuck out. Not really realizing, because I'm drunk, I'm not realizing exactly what's all going on.
Any implications?
Oh,
So now, with the entire party either passed out drunk or passed out from having their strength drained, we will move on to the next day.
A long rest, I'm
Unless
assuming.
there's anything anyone else would like to do, yes. So, everyone gets their long rest. They get their hit points back. You get all your spell slots back. All that good stuff. So, Bladewin,
Yes.
are you just getting up, or are you attempting at all to be stealthy when you wake up in a cold sweat?
This is about, what, 5 in the morning, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Well, Bladewin kind of like wakes up like suddenly like he had a like this dream, and then he realizes that Melody is there, and he's all like, he looks down. Nope, pants are still on. She's still clothed. I think we're good. He tries to stealthily get out of bed without waking her. So I guess roll a stealth check.
In that case, yep. You roll a stealth check.
Seven. But wouldn't she have to roll?
Perception check.
Yeah.
perception? Okay, hold on. Okay.
In your drunken state, you've effectively wrapped yourself around him in this small bed.
22.
So when he tries to start stealthily wiggling out of bed, it wakes you up. It's like, eh.
I just tell her, sorry, I wasn't trying to wake you. I gotta go to the washroom real quick.
Well, Lori just kind of groans because
Hug
she
over,
was drunk,
probably.
hungover, just bad headache, not having it.
I give her a kiss on the cheek and then walk out the room.
Slight embarrassment because, like, wait, what?
I mean, at this point, Bladewin is just assuming that you wanted. There's so many thoughts running through Bladewin's head, and he think that was the most like midway without crossing the line or undershooting the line.
Trying to get the point across, but not being too assertive, you know?
Yeah, something like that.
There you go.
This
Oh,
is
she got the hint.
biggest-
She definitely got the hint, and it's kind of like, huh? Because can't think right now. Got a kiss on the cheek. That's cute, but like, what?
One of the biggest stages of whiplash Bladewin's had in the past few years.
Anyway, Bladewin does go to the washroom and then does what I sent you in the message.
Gotcha. So,
Polishes the sword.
Oh,
my
the
God.
You
audio.
just go. Oh, God. So, do you go back to sleep?
No, the headache's too bad, and she's too like out of it, contemplating life in general, and she's got a kiss on the cheek. So that definitely means something to her. So she's gonna sit up and just think about that for a minute.
Okay then. So you sit there for like somewhere in the realm of however long you want to, but he's not coming back.
Okay. All right then.
Like
After
you've been
just
sitting there for like half an hour, and he is just not, and you just haven't even heard footsteps in the outside hallway.
And you notice that he took all his gear.
nice, he just left me here. All right then, she's like,
Bad bedside manners.
So many wrenches that I did not expect.
all right then, she's just gonna get up and get her stuff and try and see if she can find him. Because they had something to do that morning anyway, so. You know, meet up with the old priest and stuff. So.
Just go to your room.
Right.
Grab your shit.
Gather all that. Leave. It's fucking wall. Thank you. Door, please. Okay, cool.
As you walk out into the main room, you see the resident drunkard at the bar is passed out at the bar.
Still? The fuck?
Of course. Well, he is a resident drunkard, so.
He's there all night.
Interestingly enough, it seems. There's all that stuff going on. But as you're walking out, you see that Steve himself is still at the bar, still shining cups. He seems to be going back and forth to clean up the bar for the morning. He just looks over you.
Alright.
Ah, glad you're awake. Well, your friend over there, he left you this letter. And he just hands you a letter.
I go ahead and open it up just because he left me a letter.
There should have been some flowers too there, bud.
Ah, yes. There's a letter and there's flowers.
Thank you for the addition of the flowers.
As you can see,
Damn, it's terrible reading message.
various wrenches. Two. The note says, "Thanks for the fun night. I'll be at the church."
Wow.
In my defense, I pre-wrote that without her knowing what she was going to do.
Yep. That was predetermined right there.
Okay.
So I guess, so DM, I guess I would like, after knowing what she did, it would say something like, thanks for the comfort and pretty much cuddling all night. Enjoyed it a lot. Here's some flowers. Meet me at the church whenever you get up.
Okay. That's what the letter says.
Okay. That's better than the first.
Hungover, confused.
And slightly flustered because flowers, kiss, letter.
Huh?
So she's gonna say thank you to Steve for delivering the message. Definitely,
Hey,
because this is a courtesy. Just thank
would
you.
you like something to eat? You look like you're, looks like your head's not quite on straight yet this morning.
But yeah, she can eat while I go talk to the priest.
You like some coffee?
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Got some brewing in the back. He just goes to the back and just sit down at the bar. In that case, considering you got a solid half-hour start on her, we'll go to you, Bladewin. Who's at the church?
I'm going to church. Supposed to be the priest there.
Yes, you are. That's what I just said.
Oh,
We'll join
I
you
thought she
at
was
the
like a
church.
question mark. Who's at the church?
It's early morning. The sun's just crested the horizon. You can see that there's some mist just kind of hanging low to the ground. Kind of smells like tilled earth. No one's really awake. So you just kind of walk through town. While there's no one really up and about, you do see there's some smoke coming out of the chimneys. Farmers starting to get ready for the day. As you make it up to the church, same as you last saw it, big, kind of out of place, old. Gonna knock, you're just gonna walk on in.
I'll see if it's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
Walk it.
Okay. As you push open the doors, you see basically where you left him, at the front of the church, in front of the little shrine he's got.
Did we
You
ever
see
learn his
Michael's
name?
Still sitting there.
We
Yes.
didn't learn. We did?
Yes, he said his name was Michael, or at least I'm pretty sure
Okay.
I said that.
That works.
Yeah, he's just sitting in front of the shrine. Looks like he's praying.
I'll walk up, but kind of give him his space, let him finish his prayer.
Okay. As you walk up, he seems to notice you. Continues praying for a few minutes, and then gets up, dusts off his knees, and turns to you and is like, "Good morning."
Good morning, Michael, sir. I had it's just kind of like somewhat disturbing dream last night, as we talked about yesterday. You say it comes in visions. There was
Yes.
something came to my dream, and it refers to like this: the metal of the soul is designed for priest hands, and cleansing fire while all belong. Trust in your own light, or the God's grip, weaken under the crimson sky. What is very unsettling there is the crimson sky. And since you kind of know about what kind of visions I get, I got that after talking to you yesterday.
Yes. Curious timing, too.
I concur.
The full moon is in a week. The zenith of the full moon is in a week. The moon will be effectively full for a couple days. 4 days, 3 days, doesn't really matter. Full moons are times of curses, as I suspect you know. Werefolk, all that shazazz. The crimson sky is an effect of a particular full moon. The Bloodmoon. There's folk tales and legends about them. If you believe the common folk, it happens when a coven of witches performs their secrets under the full moon, or a particular blood rite is performed. Some of the wizards of the capital will tell you it's when the Earth's shadow passes between the sun and the moon. Honestly, I don't know whose version is more spectacular. But usually, it bids ill omen.
Do you think this will have something to do with the disappearing people?
It might. It might. Cults tend to enjoy theatrics. They may be waiting for the full moon to cause the most fear. They might know it's a blood moon and try to invoke what power they see in it. Perhaps this is just a coincidence. But if your guardian is speaking so ill of it, there might be more to worry about.
We kind of stepped in some hornet's nest here. Hopefully it means something totally different and doesn't mean that. Oh, we just doing some bandits and they just doing, you know, some crop circles to just throw us off. Hopefully that's just it. But if you're ready, ready, good sir, we can head up to the farm whenever you're ready.
What about your companion?
I told her to meet me here. She shouldn't be too far along. Here, hold on. Mallory, you up yet? We're ready to go. We're at the church. You can apply this
Mallory.
message.
You just took the first sip of your coffee. When all of a sudden you get that message, it's like, ding.
You got mail. I think you're on mute, Melody.
Sorry. Okay, what I had said was, I damn nearly just spit it right back out, because one, splitting headache, and two, I just got settled. I just got settled, and that's ringing in my head. So I reply, I'm up. I'll be there in a bit.
I mean, no need to rush, but he was just asking.
Oh, okay. Leave her alone. She's had a headache. Leave her alone. Bad headache. Leave her alone. Alright, so, I guess at that point, Mallory's just gonna chug her coffee, pay up what she owes, and start heading out.
Okay. Now, chugging coffees. That's where fire resistance really comes in handy. Just, isn't that too hot? Fuck no.
Basically.
So,
It's not
yeah.
too hot. Fire is. Just throws it back like she would hot alcohol.
The caffeine is doing its job, and you make your way to the church. Takes about 5 minutes. During that time, you see Priest Michael just going about his business. He's collecting papers. You see, as he looks up to the shrine, he holds a medallion he has around his neck, prays, and then just kind of lets that warm, and you see just kind of like a warm light settle over him as he holds it. Just, right. Should be good to go now. Got the census completed last night. The guards from the capital shouldn't be here till midday, little past that. Should be able to get that done after this.
Alright then, so she's already inside the chapel, right?
Yeah, you walk in as he's finished up saying that.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, first off, good
Uh-oh.
morning.
Bladewin bows to you.
Mallory feeling slightly flustered and a little bit awkward because Flowers kiss, cuddle, rubs the back of her neck kind of nervously and goes, hello.
How you feel this morning?
A little worse from wear due to the headache, but I had a cup of coffee, so better.
So, last night, let's kind of keep that to ourselves for a while.
Fine with me. I wouldn't hear the end of it from Rebecca.
I'm also including, he also goes on, and everything before that, like my sword, my drunkenness, all that stuff.
Perfectly fine.
far as you know, I'm still the serious guy.
All right, I can
Michael
work with
gets
that.
up, just starts walking towards the door.
And you
We
look
should-
beautiful this morning, by the way.
Caught off guard from a compliment, she just kind of stares, like mouth agape, like, "Thank you."
If the two of you are done flirting, I do have other things to do today besides.
He couldn't
this.
hear that. He couldn't hear that.
How's the DM telling you?
I'm just kidding. Look. I sent it to her in a message. How about that? But you probably could hear that anyway, because I have to say it.
You can see that. Well, he said that Michael is wearing a smirk as he walks out the door.
Or she's like, we should go.
Bladewin
probably
motions after Melody. And follows.
Or he's just trying to hurry out because.
As she hopes when I motion for her, I'll follow her out.
Okay. I'm assuming just this tone continues on the hour-long walk to the farm of just two people who are so off their game in this moment, they don't know what's happening.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how to get rid of this water in my background noise.
That's me.
I just turned the volume slider for it all the way down.
Yeah, I turned them all down and it was still going.
I turned it off. Should be
It's
off
still going for me.
now. Do you guys have access to the audio playlists?
I'll refresh the stream. Or not the stream, but the game. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, it's fits for me. Or at least it's still loading. Okay, yeah,
So-
it's fine now.
Because the map I used is a map set for night, this map will just be set in permanent night, but it is morning.
I thought you could adjust that in the game.
You can, but not if the entire background of the map is set for night. So, early in the morning, William, did you not sleep at all?
Probably not much. By the time morning comes around, when probably people are waking, I'm probably nodding off and on. The one coin's in my hand, a book's in my lap, and I'm just like,
Okay, in that case, I'm going to give you a point of exhaustion.
let's see. Where do you add that?
Conditions. Click on the active conditions on your D&D Beyond sheet.
Effectively, all that this first point does is give you a disadvantage on ability checks. Well, skill checks specifically. Like history, insight, intimidation, all that stuff.
Okay.
So if you're continuing on all that, Rebecca, about at what time are you waking up?
She's never drank before. She's just like out cold. She's got her arms spread out. She's got a leg on each side of the cot. And just snoring really heavily.
Okay. At about 5-ish in the morning, or about when sunset gets up, William, you see Morgan get up out of bed, walk out of the room, and just look at you, who's just sitting there with bags under your eyes, twiddling a coin, staring intently at a book. She just goes, Did you sleep at all last night?
No. I was up just researching some things.
Oh. It appears as though that your companion in the other bed is going to require a bit more rest by the looks of it.
Okay.
I hope she'll be okay.
Well, there's only so much you can do. It's sort of like dodos. You kind of just, if they die,
What is a dodo?
something that dies, pretty much.
Ah. And your other companion, is she awake?
Becca,
She just continues to snore.
throw the coin at her.
Clunk. The sudden influx of even more bad shit. Oh, FYI, Rebecca, as you were sleeping, you have been having the worst nightmares of your life.
Okay.
Like, you had sleep paralysis tonight, you have had just some bad nightmares. And
It's not like a good snoring. It's just like this kind of grumbled snoring and probably
And this-
mumbling.
And when the second coin lands on you, the sudden influx of even more of that wakes you up.
So bad. It was like, oh shit, what's going on?
He's like, Morgan just looks at you like, are you alright?
I've had the worst dream in my entire life.
I can't say I've been sleeping fitfully either. But you took care of those shadows last night. Whatever they've been. Thank you.
And then I compliment her on her dagger and her skills of just like stabbing the shadows. Like, that was so awesome.
Thank you. Well, I can't claim too much proficiency. But if a weasel ever gets into the chicken coop, I have to go deal with it, so I know how to stab things with a dagger, I guess. Didn't know it
Rebecca's just like
translated.
processing, imagining her stabbing weasels. She's like, oh god.
I guess, and I know a little of self-defense. I guess farm life kind of predisposed. Maybe I know how to fight a little. But thank you for your assistance. And as she says that, she'll walk over, light the fireplaces, start making breakfast.
Just in time for
Good. I'm very hungry. Rebecca, toss over the coin.
I put it in the coin pouch and then toss it to him. I don't want to touch it with my bare hands.
Give me a coin purse too. I'm like,
Yeah, that's a spare.
oh, I'm like going, oh, that's a bad idea. I was like, hey, Morgan.
There's nothing else in it.
No. Yeah.
So, as time wears on, this kind of continues until eventually she has breakfast nice and prepared. About this time, the rest of you are getting to her farm and you see the chimneys running. Everything looks calm, peaceful, pretty much how you left it. And, yeah, Michael's just kind of leading the way. He's like, I haven't been here in quite some time. You say it was Morgan's farm?
Yes, was.
Where else would the abandoned windmill be, I guess? Well, it's early in the morning. Not used to being up this early. Anyway, come along. And he'll start leading his way up to the house. So, do your companions have more information, or should I just go take a look at the mill?
No, they probably only people who have seen the mill is me, Bladewin, and Narame, but she couldn't quite understand it, or at least what it said.
Do you said
Are we at the farmhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Yeah, we're at the farm now.
You're starting to walk in through the gate.
Oh, okay, got it.
You guys can smell bacon being cooked.
That's...
Since Bladewin, all he had was like rations last night, I think. He's very hungry.
Yeah, and all Mallory had was like a piping hot cup of joe, which she just right down.
If the two of you would like to go eat, I can go take a look at the mill now and get back to you on my preliminary investigation of it.
Don't you want to come eat too?
I ate this morning porridge, mostly. You don't get a lot of normal, fanciful meals in my line of work.
Let me get my breakfast to go and I'll come with you in case something happens and you need help.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to leave you alone in that mill. It was bad enough with the crows.
It treat me as if I'm powerless in that one. I
Well-
take care of myself at least a little bit, but I guess I'll come in, see how Morgan's doing.
Thank you.
It's
That
not-
feels better on my conscience.
Yeah, it's not that I feel powerless. We don't want anything to happen to you on our watch. After all, you did come at our invitation.
Thank you for your concern. And I'll follow you guys into the house.
Well,
Alright.
I'm assuming it's locked, so I guess we have to knock on the door first.
Yeah, Mallory's just gonna go,
Yeah, it's locked.
let us in.
Hi, anybody open? Anybody in there? Y'all still alive?
Morgan walks up to the door. Have you returned?
Yep, we brought the priest from the church. He wants to look at the circle.
Hello, Morgan. Oh. Hello. Please, come in. I just made breakfast. She'll lead you guys in.
Mallory happily goes in and looks around because where is Rebecca and where is Nirame?
Rebecca's just sitting at the table, looking haggard. It doesn't look like William slept at all.
Well, I have a helmet on, so you have no idea.
Fair.
Oh, at the very least, Mallory walks up to Rebecca, happy to see her, and just hug. A gentle hug because I can see you're tired, but a hug.
How did y'all fare last night?
Rebecca's just like, where have you been?
Nurme died last night.
What?
She's in the next room if you want to go see her.
You telling Mallory that she died?
Telling everyone.
Everyone.
Very deadpan voice.
Morgan just peeks her head in the room. Goes back to making bacon.
Okay,
Without
first,
saying anything.
I had the notion that Nirame is dead from Williams. Mallory just shoots up like, excuse me, what? And just
Morgan
rushes
just
back.
points towards that room like, she's in there.
Alright.
Even more gets it on it.
Rebecca just doesn't say anything.
I like how
Is her little token in?
she didn't do
or-
an insight check.
Little token, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank
Naomi's lying in the bed. She looks physically fine, and after a quick search, you can tell she's still breathing.
Okay, Mallory just calms down and is ready to go punch William for telling her that she was dead.
Straight check.
Oh, actually, like punch?
She wants to. Yes, because she's angry. Because excuse you, I grew up with that woman over there. Do not joke about her death.
Michael just
dead.
kind of
Holy crap.
walks into the room. Just walks into the room and just starts looking her over. She is very fatigued, but she's not dead.
To be fair, I really didn't check her pulse.
Well, you don't really need to check her
That's
pulse. You
not
can see her
any more
chest move.
reassuring, sir.
What the hell happened last night to her to be like that?
Rebecca's just like, there's these shadow monsters, and they attacked us. And she's all dramatic about it.
Morgan just kind of looks over, still kind of timid after just kind of remembering them. And so the
And then
shadows.
she's like, and Morgan kicked their asses.
I hit one with a knife.
I don't like. Bladewin's slightly confused because he remembers her saying that they never come in the house. So how'd y'all fight them if they?
Appears-
They came from under the door.
They never came from under the door before. Were all the doors closed when I went to bed last night?
I don't remember.
Insight check.
That's a lot to drink.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Go ahead. Are you trying to make a persuasion or a deception roll here, Rebecca?
I'm just like literally don't remember. I had too much to drink. I never drank before.
No, but this is before you started drinking.
A 12.
I forgot what happened.
How do you forget?
What
a
happened
shadow
was
monster
you
attack?
closed all the doors, but then Narame rushed up to try and stab it. And it came in through the door after she had went out the door.
Yeah, I left that part out.
That's right.
So do you say that or you just leave that out?
I just leave that out of my story when telling him what happened.
Morgan goes over and checks the chimneys to see if she closed all the flues. Looks at it, starts jiggling windows to see if they were closed. You certainly came through the doors. I'm getting
Yes.
my accents mixed up now. Oh, God. So they came through the doors, right?
Just the one door.
Oh, the front or back?
The door they came in.
She walks
I
over.
believe it's the front door.
Yeah. She walks over, she looks at the door. These are supposed to be shut tight. When did this gouge get in there? There's like a 3-inch deep gouge in the door frame.
And that would be Nirame's work.
We don't know that. We weren't there.
I know, I'm just don't worry, I didn't say that out loud. I didn't say that out loud, I'm just saying.
It must have came in through the hole this made. Do you think they made the hole themselves? They would have done it sooner if they could. Gonna have to buy new timber to fix this. Winter's coming, I can't have a hole in the front door.
Give you
Regardless,
a hand.
we fought
I
them
thought I
back.
had mending. I don't have mending.
Michael's just sitting up against the wall like these shadows.
I hand him the bag with the coin in it.
What are these?
Yeah, what are these?
it came from the shadow after we killed it.
Came from?
Or inside of it, I'm not quite sure.
Interesting. So, after you killed them, the coins in this bag dropped from them.
No, just the one. There's only one coin in there.
No. He opens the string, puts the coin in his hand. You see him cringe a bit. I see. Turns it over in his hand and is looking at both sides. Is this infernal?
That's what the summoning ring has on it. Infernal.
Mallory goes over wanting to look at the coin. May I see that?
Rules.
Alright, since she can read Infernal, she looks over the coin trying to figure out what it means or what it says, if it has anything on it.
Okay. As you're turning it over, you see most of the designs on it are aesthetic. Just kind of like ripples, bone crosses. You see the tiny corner on one side says minted by Beelzebub.
Repeat that last bit?
No, it says minted by Mephistopheles.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, most coins have in the corner what country they were minted by.
Got it, okay. I see what you mean now.
The country they were made. This coin was by Mephistopheles. Make a history or arcana check. No, history or religion check.
Okay. There it is.
Are we able to do the same history check? Just figure out who Mephistopheles is.
You would,
good
because you
roll.
read it, yes.
Bladewin doesn't know anything about it. Rolled a nat 1.
Are we all rolling or just?
Mallory got a 21, so not 20 plus.
Just those who can read Infernal.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And William, what did you roll?
12.
But you can't read Infernal, can you?
No. But she would have to tell me before I could actually know him. Even
He can read Infernal. He was Abyssal, and Abyssal and Infernal is the same letter system.
Well, it's safe to say I think Mallory knows what it means, just because.
Yeah, you know who Mephistopheles is, because anyone who's looked even a fair bit into it knows that he is one of the archdukes of hell. More specifically, the one who tends towards metal items and currency.
My camera.
So, if this coin was made by him, well, it was made by a devil who enjoys money and magic items.
I go ahead and relay a little bit of that information to everyone so they know where the coin came from and what it means. Not gonna lie, Mallory kind of wants to pocket the coin because coin.
Of course she does.
All right, what's your alignment, Mallory?
Alignment. That's it's chaotic neutral.
Neutral. Chaotic neutral?
Yeah, chaotic neutral.
As you're holding this thing, it's just giving off bad vibes. Like, as you're holding it, it feels heavier and colder than it should. And you can almost swear you hear a tiny screaming in the back of your head.
She's definitely put off by that because, ew, screaming, but also coin.
Wait. I think you're looking at the wrong. Your virtual tabletop one says you're neutral evil.
Is there a neutral evil? I didn't even know there was that alignment.
Yeah, neutral evil.
Neutral evil? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is
Aaron
it?
chaotic neutral?
Where is it?
You might have to
Oh.
resync it. Like I had to resync myself again today. So
Yeah, I might have to.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you have your alignment originally as? Just chaotic neutral?
Chaotic neutral. She's supposed to be chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Then that's all the same.
Okay. So yeah, she's
Michael,
definitely
what's
put
the-
off by the coin, but also coin. It's got to be worth something.
Was that a religion or a history check? Which one?
For me,
Yeah, that was a religion.
yeah, it was religion.
Yeah, actually, with that, not only do you know who made this and who did that, you know what this is. Based on stories and readings you've done, essentially just because your ancestry interests you a little bit, you know what this probably is a soul coin. Soul coins are used in hell as a form of currency and a form of compact power.
Yeah, she wants the coin.
Effectively, how they're made is by taking the souls of humans and other beings that have been bound by contract or had their soul stolen and taken into the hells, and they're forged into these coins. These coins can be used for general purposes by devils to trade for each other, or the devils know somehow some way to use the soul inside the coin to gain power. But in the process, they torture and destroy the soul.
Nice. This is amazing. All right. So she kind of relays this information, giving everyone a basic rundown like you had just did. So this is a soul coin. Now, someone's using this to make shadows, but for what? I guess I assume so.
Maybe they're trying to start a small business. Who knows?
Bladewin grabs his
kidnapping people.
Bladewin grabs his breakfast and gestures to Michael. Should we go check out that circle now?
Yes. How many
You're lagging really bad. What? You lagged really bad.
How many of these coins? Yeah. How many of these coins do you have now?
William has one and that one.
I'll be honest with a lot of you. I do not believe I should leave these in your hands. I'll take a look at this circle, see if there's any more. But I would like to take them back and have them purified, if I can.
Bladewin gestures for them to do that.
Mallory reluctantly gives up the coin.
Looks over to William.
Flick it over to him.
I have my purses back.
Your purse?
Yeah,
He walks over and hands you your purse.
I'm looking at William as I say it.
Now, let's go take a look at this windmill, shall we? And he gets up and he starts walking towards the windmill.
Bladewin follows him out.
Yep.
while eating bacon. Anybody else coming?
Yeah, why not? Mallory goes ahead and grabs a plate really quick and rushes after them.
Rebecca will go too.
Yeah, I'll head up behind.
She's like, yeah, you guys have been gone all night. I don't know about this.
Morgan continues to start just clean up the kitchen.
Bladewin apologizes to Rebecca for not coming back last night.
Yeah, you take my kid and you don't come back?
Take your kid.
She considers Naomi and Mallory and all the other kids that she's taken into her home as her kids.
The plot thickens.
Even though a couple of them are like about the same age as her.
Mallory chimes in. Told you stop calling me that years ago.
You live in my house, you're my kid.
To be fair, she is a grown adult now. She can make her own decisions.
And that is Mallory's argument every time, but she never wins.
How old is she?
Mallory?
Yeah.
21, I believe. I turned. Hold on, let me check this real quick.
Yeah, I side with Rebecca. Yeah, kid.
Fuck off.
So as you are all approaching the windmill, see it's in the same state you left it. Michael's just gonna keep on walking straight up towards it. Just go right in.
Mallory goes ahead and falls after him, still stuffing her face with food.
Same.
I follow right in.
Yep. I'm assuming you all just follow in behind him.
Basically.
Yep, I think so.
As you all just kind of walk inside and are just looking around, Michael just walks right up to the big ass wheel in the center with the sigil line. He's like, "Oh, that's something we don't see every day." Interesting. Mallory
Hello.
and the other people who first inspected this. Last time you were here, there was 4 entities bound to this circle. There are now 2.
That's suspicious.
How many shadows did y'all say came last night, guys?
2.
2? Now there's 2 gone from the
2.
circle.
I wonder. We got 2 coins pocketed right now.
Okay, let's burn it down.
Unfortunately, I don't think burning down the mill is gonna solve anything here.
Not really.
It's stone.
That too.
Interesting.
I don't know, I think it would destroy the circle.
It won't.
Yeah, no, it's magic.
It's
The circle is
infernal.
etched into the stone.
Infernal
That too.
is fire.
Fire red.
It will not do anything to it.
I would also like to point out that this circle is literally carved into the stone block.
Amazing. We
Let's
have to
scratch it
shave
out.
down the entire stone block.
Grab me a
to get it
pitchfork.
To go away, so to say.
Hold on. Let me try something here. Michael will walk up to the side of it. He'll grab the pendant you saw earlier, and you'll see a glow start to emit from it. He'll take it, he'll draw it into his one hand, he'll reach out and he'll place his hand on the edge of the circle. You'll hear a soft prayer under his breath before he just kind of flexes down on it. And you see white flames trace the entire circle around its radius. And you see it flash bright white for a second before you just see cinders just start flaking off the rock. And now all that you can see is the carved into it, but there's no longer that faint red glow that first tipped you off to it.
Well,
And-
Lori had. Oh, go ahead.
Where the last two bound creatures were, sitting where their little spot on the circle was, there's now 2 more soul coins. Oh,
Impressive.
he'll let go of his
Blinks
medallion.
because bright light, bad headache. Ouch.
Powerful, but not unreasonably so. That takes care of those 2. And you see he winces a little bit more as he picks up the 2 other coins sitting there.
You all right, Michael?
It seems there's a limit to how many of these you can carry at a time. If you don't follow their persuasion in the universe.
Put them
You
in
can
your
see his
bag.
hands shaking as he's holding them.
Put them in your bag.
It's not holding them specifically. He puts them back down the rock. It's having them on your person.
Let me walk over and try to pick up one.
Rebecca
You
picks
pick
up one as well.
You both pick up one. It's
Yeah.
the same feeling, but there's nothing that bad happening. Oh,
She slides it into the coin first.
Do you slide a hand?
I'd still like them to be brought to the church. I have assistants who can help me with this. If we're lucky, we can break the soul, we can break the coins and free the soul inside.
Bladewin in his mind is thinking, bringing something evil into a church does not sound like a good idea.
You can actually see where he's flexing his hand. It seems like a cold burn has circled his hand in the center of his palm. Just a bit. Ridiculous things.
Could we help
Would-
you carry them back?
That would be, I would be grateful to that, yes.
Then I'll take one.
I believe I can hold 3, but not 4.
Bladewin's not touching him at all. He's like, nope.
Oh, fuck those things.
Rebecca's like, Bladewin should stay with Morgan this time, and I'll go with Lori back to the church.
And you say that out loud?
Yep.
Bladewin agrees. So I'll check out more of the property, see if I find anything else.
Ooh,
Me and my kids got a talking to do.
I'll stay with Morgan and Naomi, since she's like incapacitated right now.
flamboyant one. Could I have that other coin?
Who?
Well,
The flamboyant one.
I use magic. I'll follow you to the church.
In that case, I'll be back later to make sure there's no more of this. But I'll see what I can do about these coins. You 3 are coming with me? And come along.
So do we now? Blade would ask him for y'all leave. So you don't have to worry about the circle anymore. It's done, or
I've dispelled it. unless somebody comes along and starts pumping more magic into the circle that's carved there, it shouldn't reactivate. And on top of that, you have to know how to bind creatures into it.
Another good reason why Bladewin's standing by.
Someone should just take a rock and start just carving at it. Just mess up the circle.
The three of you are coming along. Let's go. Why are Sundays always the busiest? And he'll start walking back towards the town.
Lori goes ahead and hurriedly follows, not wanting to have any sort of
Rebecca
conversation
grabs her by the arm and she's like, "So, where you guys sleep last night?"
the tavern.
And I don't mean just the tavern.
The tavern.
Uh-huh. Very suspicious.
Not just the tavern. We slept at the tavern. No, yep. Yeah, I got my room. He had his, so all good.
Deception.
Uh-huh.
Deception?
Deception check.
God damn it!
Do you have to roll
Please.
something in turn? Damn.
Insight.
Watch me get that 20.
Oh god.
Labian, player knowledge
You gotta be
versus
honest.
your knowledge. Come on now, man.
He's
I guess I buy it.
so. As you're all walking along, you two are having this conversation. Michael will look over to William and just ask, "So, what is it that you can do?"
Oh, what did you say?
What is it that you do in amongst these band of adventurers?
I just showed up to the town. Said there was a job. I don't even know there was a job. I just kind of showed up.
Of course. He just kind of looks you up and down. Very interesting. Very interesting. Do pray tell, where in this kingdom are you from?
I'm a wanderer. I go from town to town.
As many do. The design of your helmet, it's odd. I swear I've seen something along the lines of that craftsmanship before, but not in many years, at the very least.
Well, to me, helmets look the same.
Most helmets don't have a solid front. Nor does it look like your sight is impaired either.
True, but some people don't like flare on their helmets.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Plot twist,
So-
Bladewin and William are related. I said plot twist, turns out secretly the Bladewin and William are related.
Technically, you don't know what I am.
I don't know. That's my plot. That's how I'm headcaning it.
What are we?
You don't even know what I am
are we
either.
Alone? Is Bladewin not here?
No,
Bladewin is not here.
Later
it's
than that.
headcanon. It's headcanon.
I'll do that later. Okay, I'll just keep walking.
As the light, yeah. So as you keep on walking, Michael will turn to William and Rebecca. What are? My name is Michael. What are your names?
I'm Rebecca.
Well, that. Do you, young man?
Sorry, you talking to me?
No, he's talking to William.
Call me William.
Pleasure. So, is there anything else I should know about last night, what you faced, what they were like?
Shadows?
I described that when they reached out and grabbed you, it like felt like their soul was being sucked out.
So, I was just making sure. There's many monsters that can be described as shadows, but there's only one type of monster that is known as a shadow. It appears so. You ran into the shadow. Shadows. Poor your unfortunate business. Effectively, they're reanimated. Most of the time they're found under the power of necromancers. But it looks like someone's found out how to project a shadow of the soul in a coin. Odd. Very odd.
Just seems like another Sunday to me.
Oh, yes. With a lot more children being sent off to boarding school this day.
All right.
Rebecca, you would definitely 100% know about like people with magical blood being sent off to effectively magic boarding school.
I do?
Yeah, you 100% would. Just
Why?
well, because your dad worked in the guard. You worked in the guard. This is effectively the job of the guard.
Oh yeah, I knew that. So I explained that to him?
No, he didn't say anything. You just know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
You know that if a child who with exceptional blood or talents like that is born into towns like these, some higher up guard will generally show up and make sure they safely make it to those schools.
Gotcha.
Oh, such a hassle. And you guys will just continue walking towards the church.
Okay.
Anything you guys, the rest of you doing, well, the rest of you is Bladewin. So, Bladewin, what are you doing at the farm?
I'm seeing if I see if I can find any more clue. Oh, I'm muted. Never mind. I'm seeing if I can find any more clues to disappearances and stuff. Anything related to this crop, or not crop circle? Summoning circle.
Okay. You can make an Arcana check, I guess. You found everything there is to find at the actual site, but make an Arcana or history check.
I have a +0, but I rolled an 18, so.
Perfect. You've dealt with a few things before in your time. And you know, things like this are generally the work of cultists or, as the priest said, other larger organizations. This is less likely to be the work of one man and more that of an organization of people. Because something like this is too... From what you've heard, you're able to piece together that this probably isn't the only one. based on the fact that people have been going missing on this side of town, people have been going missing on the other side of town, like 10 miles away. People have been going missing in a town like a solid 50 miles away. And this is happening pretty consistently. So either there's more than one of these circles, or these things are very fast, are either very fast or can teleport.
Well, judging by that, I will go back to Morgan and ask her, do you have any other places this is happening to, not just you?
Well, it's been happening, really, the entire town. It's just that most people don't survive after they see a chateau.
Who's your nearest neighbor?
Up the road, Old Bill.
Old Bill?
Yeah, he's been farming here his entire life. I think he planted beets this year. I don't know if he's got them off yet. But yeah, his farm will be about a mile and a half.
And was he one of the ones that was taken, or is he still there?
He's still there,
Okay.
oddly enough.
All right. So I let her, Bladewin tells her that the circle that we found in the mill has been disabled. It's been dispelled. I highly advise her to completely shut the thing up, and she should be safe for now. And I'm going to go up and check Old Bill's place.
Got it. So, as you leave Morgan's place, you start your way up the road. And you're just walking along, and as per the usual sights around here, there are, the usual plains of grass, fields mostly. You can see the small forest off in the distance by the town. The odd scarecrow lining the fields. And as you get up to Bill's place, it looks like an average farm. As Morgan had said, there's a beet patch out in the field behind his. He's got a couple cows just kind of wandering around grazing. And you see him, he's just basically out there. Older, bigger man. He looks like he's been well fed, but worked his entire life, so kind of balances himself out. He's just kind of out back, pulling beets out of the ground, chucking them in a little basket, and taking them towards a storage bin up by his farm.
Walk up. Hello there, sir. Old man Bill.
What? That's me.
Morgan sent me up to investigate your farm. I'm one of the ones that's been hired. I'm one of the ones been hired to investigate the disappearances. We figured out.
It's me.
Huh?
You think it's me?
No. I want to investigate your farm to make sure. We found some disturbing stuff at Morgan's place, and we were able to fix that problem. I want to make sure you don't have any same thing happening here. If you do, we have a way to fix it.
Well, nothing's touched my farm. Nothing's touched my field.
You haven't had any
That's
shadows?
not
You haven't had any shadows or anything?
What are you on, boy? What are you talking about with shadows? Just see him running around in the night. Got your head on crooked. Have you a look around, have you feel? If you touch my cows or you touch my beets, I'm gonna give you a good smack with this hoe.
I would like to see you try.
Hilarious.
I would like to see you try. But sir, I am here to help. I don't want anything about your cows. I do not want your beets. I advise you, just cooperate. I'm here to help. I'm not here to take your crap.
Go ahead and look around then. And he goes back to pulling out his beets, chucking them in a bag. Just kind of going on a 5-minute rotation here.
It's fine. Grumpy ass motherfucker. So first thing, does he have a mill?
No.
No.
As you looking around, you get the feeling that that mill used to be a very central point for the town. Because, as most flour mills are in this area, it's a place where all the farmers in the surrounding, well, just farmland, take their grain to be ground up into flour.
Actually,
to take to be
before
sold.
I start my
Well,
search, can I do an insight check, see if he's telling the truth about the shadows?
Go for it.
$19.
He's a very blustery, rude old man who really doesn't want you to touch his beats and has no fucking clue what you're talking about.
He has no clue about the disappearances at all.
Well, he knows about the disappearances, but he thinks you're talking out of your ass with the shadows.
All right. So I don't find anything on his property, or do I need an investigation check?
No, you can investigate his property. But I will tell you, there's nothing like really standout-ish. Like, he's got a bigger house than most.
15.
Yeah. Do a quick once-over. You look at the side of the silo, you look at some of the more inconspicuous areas. Nothing really out of place here. It looks like he keeps everything pretty neat, pretty tidy, and there's not much out of place.
All right, I'll go back to him. Sorry to disturb you, but I looked around. I didn't really see anything. But if you do have anything, please try to get a hold of me. My name is Bladewin. I'm one, like I said, I'm one of the ones commissioned to find out why people's gone missing. Do you know anybody else that might be having these issues?
Well, there's tons of people having these issues of, walking off into the night and not coming back. There's, most recently I heard, about a week back, Steve and his boy, who lived off in the forest up there, woodcutters, they went missing.
Where's their place at?
About a mile down the trail, go into town. There's a trail back into the woods. Go in about a mile. There should be their cottage.
And that's the most recent thing you've heard?
Most recent thing I've heard.
All right. Well, thank you. Much obliged. Toss him like 5 silver. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. Not everybody's mean. And I'll head in that direction.
Yeah, you just start walking back to town, pretty much.
Well, I'll start walking towards where he said they were a bit missing.
Well, yeah, he said the way to get there is you go back to the town.
Okay.
From the town, there's a trail into the forest, and you follow
Gotcha.
that.
Gotcha.
So, are you going back to the town, or are you going back to Morgan's, or what?
I mean, Morgan's on the way, right?
Yeah, Morgan's is.
I will stop by Morgan and let her know what I found, and I'm gonna hunt down this other lead I have, and just tell her hold up tight, don't do anything crazy, just keep an eye out, but you should be good.
Right, I should have warned you about old Bill.
Yeah, he's a grumpy old man, ain't he?
Yeah. Wife left him. Oh, the minute his daughter moved out of the house. Been that way ever since. Only cared about his crops. It's done him good though. Got a decent fortune since then. Not my business. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
Just start heading back towards town.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take a short break, as in I need a glass of water.
Okay, yeah, we can all take a break. And we're back from our break. And people in YouTube land, you didn't miss a thing.
Not a thing.
Just
Ain't
some
nothing
dancing
happening.
lizards.
Dancing River. Yeah. So, getting back into the game. We'll come in on the other side of the team, which is everyone except Bladewin.
I'm the lone
As
wolf,
the-
baby.
As you all follow Michael back into town, and it's getting to be about, I'd say somewhere in the realm of 10 to 11-ish in the morning. And he'll just start leading you all back up towards the church. People are starting to get, there's some life starting in the town. As it's a Sunday, you see that an impromptu farmer's market has just kind of popped up in the center of the town square. Well, it's town roundabout, but the main area of the town. And I see a few farmers are once again in there selling their basic goods, all that stuff. You can see the watermill down by the river is churning pretty good. Looks like some farmers have brought in what they have harvest and are getting it turned into wheat. Turned into flour. They're turning the wheat into the flour, not flour into wheat. So, if there's anything you guys want to do, this is probably the most rowdy you've seen the town in the 2 days you've been here. If you just want to follow, Michael will turn and just say, well, feel free to do some shopping. There's probably not much here that would suit the tastes of adventurers like you, but people who do their best, and I'll always try to encourage some business in the town.
And
Well,
I
it's
walk
almost
to
time for second breakfast.
Yay, time to look around and see what's up.
But please come to the church first. I kind of want to get these curtains somewhere safe.
Okay. Let's do that first then. Shall we?
Thank you.
I kind of look at Mallory.
That's good.
What the F?
Like,
Yeah.
Just grab Mallory by the arm. Like, let's go to the church.
Mallory defeated, like, I'm sorry. I can't. A mother. Quote unquote.
So yeah, if you guys are, he'll just lead you all up to the church. Once again, actually, William and Rebecca, this is the first time you've been here. So same description as before. Big old church, really out of place, kind of moss covered, fancy ass windows. He'll just lead you guys inside and he'll just start walking up to the front. He takes out his coins because there's a little altar right in front of the shrine at the front. He'll walk up to the shrine and he'll take out his coins, lay them down up there. Oh, please, if you could set them up here. Maybe I can get some inspiration here and build up enough power to get going on these. Actually, might have one more in me today. Oh. You see, he'll take the one coin, he'll set it back into his pocket, and there's still like one coin sitting on the altar. He'll reach up, he'll grab his pendant once again, and you'll see almost like divine fire catch on his hands as he takes it and puts it over the coin. You see it start catching, light to build up, and then he just pushes down, and you see the coin just go. A small burst of flame, and he'll remove his hand, and you'll see the coin starting to rust, and it just starts corroding and falling into metallic dust, and just blowing away on an unseen wind and dispersing across the temple floor.
Mallory is amazed and yet disappointed at the same time.
Oh, that took a lot out of me. Well, that should put that soul to rest. So send them where they're supposed to go at the very least. Doing that always gives me a headache.
That's like, are you okay? Do you need a rest?
Not much of one. But I can't do spells that powerful anymore today. Breaking curses like these, it's difficult. It takes a lot out of you. But at the very least, if I put these on the shrine over there, it should nullify it just a bit. And I'll be able to keep an eye on it. He takes up that last coin and sets it on the shrine. If you all could please post the coins.
And nudge Mallory, like, that means you.
Eh.
Yeah, I shouldn't try it. Okay, just throw it
Hold
in
on.
there.
Would you say I was doing a thing?
If you could please deposit your coin.
Ah, okay, here you go. She takes out the coin and again reluctantly gives it up because you're going to destroy the coin and I'm not going to have a coin anymore.
You see, he takes the coins, and as he walks over to the shrine, he kneels down and he prays something under his breath that you can't hear. And you see a compartment, like on the base of it, just slide open. And he takes them, and the compartment's completely empty. But he takes them and puts them inside. Then he chants something again under his breath, and it closes back up. Won't you keep anybody scrupulous from getting to those? Thank you for your help today. Thank you for your help in putting an end to all of this madness, adventurers. Perhaps with your help, we'll actually get harvest done by winter. Won't have people starving to death after all this.
Well, I hope that you guys bounce back.
It's not over yet. I doubt that was the only circle, really.
Well, then we have more searching to do, I guess.
Of course. Please enjoy the market. It's Sunday, so everybody tends to bring out their best for whatever they have to sell. If you're interested in it, I heard there was a merchant who came in from the city? From one of the big cities. He usually has some basic items that I like to buy from him, but on Sundays he provides his way out to the general populace. If maybe there's something interesting there for you guys to see.
Thank you. We'll be sure to keep an eye out.
You're welcome. And please, if you see the god approaching, please come and tell me. I'm going to go check on the young girl who's going to go start school soon, and I'd like to get her prepared.
Mallory nods and starts making her way out of the church.
And then you'll see he'll pick up the books that he was holding earlier and continue taking notes down.
Okay, so I guess we all walk out of the church, leave the old guy behind.
Time to check out the market.
So, yeah, as you guys walk out of the building, it's, like he said, out in the center square. And I showed you guys that map of the town earlier, and as you can see, the central area is literally on the main road, the main roadway that goes through the town. It's just like a bubble of that, and then the town kind of splits off from it. So most people have set their stalls around the edge of that stuff.
If we stay there long enough, we'll. This is out of character. I'm not trying to metagame, but will Bladewin have to pass through here to get to that trail?
Bladewin will have to, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He'll eventually get here, but yeah.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, Aloria is going to look for anything a weapon made of silver if she can.
Yeah. So, as you walk down to the main area, you're just kind of walking around. You're not really doing much of anything, really. You're just kind of going in, checking out what people's got for wares. Just kind of looking around. Most of the people here have, most of the stalls are like the produce stalls. Some people got ripe apples fresh picked that day. Some people got some fish they caught in the river. Mostly it's grain, wheat. You see a few guys, actually down the road towards the mill, you see that there's a smith's shop over there. And he has his stall set up right outside his shop. You can see at the smith's shop, he's mostly got like horseshoes, iron nails, just really basic stuff, but it's all looks to be pretty well crafted. And you do see, like, kind of prominent right beside like the main hall of the town, there's a kind of eccentric looking clothed chariot looking thing. And it's got part of the cloth rolled up with a just kind of like a table folded down from halfway up it. So he's effectively just got a stall built out of his carriage with his horses tied up along the, I think it's called a yoke. The two bars that stick out the front of the carriage that you hook the horses to.
Rebecca kind of points over at it and says to the other two, like, do you think that's what the guy was talking about?
Most likely. Certainly looks like a merchant. One of out of town, of course.
We should go look.
All right. See what they have to offer.
So we walk on over.
Strut right up.
Oh, hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Oh god, you're in a t-shirt set. Is that one? No, alright. Like I was on sweater at work. Alright. Kind of in the ass and right now because that's what I'm done. So I'm doing it right now. Yes. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, as you're walking towards it, you just hear, come on, come on. I've got chocolate, I've got... none of you got enough coin to buy most of the stuff I have, don't you? But hey, come and look. I've got chocolate, I've got some spices. I've got some of the fanciest stuff. I mean, hey, if any of you got the coin, most people are just kind of walking past. You see one dude walk up and like, oh yeah, oh, can I have some of that chocolate? Ah, of course, that'll be 1 gold. It's about rich for my blood then, mate. Walks off. He sees,
Really good chocolate.
well, you gotta consider import costs. Think of how much it costs to have a team of horses, man.
Yeah, it adds up pretty quickly. You're paying for the product and the travel it took to get there.
So as he sees you guys were walking up, you see he's got a kind of like a greenish tinge to his entire body. He's got like kind of pointed ears. He's pretty well built. He's got like a few gold earrings in the one ear. He's got kind of like tusks just pointing up. He's a half orc, just kind of sitting there like, yeah, come on.
Well, Mallory walks right up and it's immediately down to business. Do you have anything silver by chance?
Silver? Well, doesn't look like. You guys might have the coin. Oh, let's see here. He walks into the back. You hear just kind of shuffling like. Ah, shit. Here we go. And he comes out and he's got. And he pulls out a tray, sets it up. He pulls up a cup, sets it down, and he pulls out what looks to be a flute. This is everything I've got made of silver. There's this genuine, handcrafted silverware set. And you see it's like forks, spoons, butter knives made of silver, just sitting there. There's that. There's this chalice. It's got mostly silver. Other parts of it are. I think they somehow worked a ruby into the base. And there's this flute. It's nothing special, it's just a silver flute, but somebody's gonna buy it someday.
Not exactly what I was looking for, but thank you.
Fair enough. What else are you looking for?
Not much. I needed a
Out of the
silver.
three of you.
Anything that catches William's eye. So he's looking around.
Yeah, he's got, like you said, that menagerie of silver stuff just kind of sitting there. He's got a few decorative things. You see he's got a pile of spices just kind of sitting there. I forgot to dry the towels that were washing since last night. He's got a pile of spice here, pile of spice there. Couple like, and you see when he says chocolate, he means like this thick by this wide by this long bars of chocolate. Like it's a hefty chunk. Like imagine a gold bar size brick of chocolate.
Ugh.
And he's got a few other things, and he just looks you all up and down. You're adventuring folk, aren't you?
Maybe.
Got
Something
something
like that.
special for you boys. And I'll turn around, going back in the back, and and when he comes back, he's got 2 little vials filled with reddish liquid. Got these when I was back in the town. Now, most of them have been put up since then. But I always have a few spares just on hand, just in case. I trust that you all know what these are, right?
Yep.
I can make a guess.
Assume
Yeah.
they're healing potions.
Yeah.
Up they are. Up they are. Now, if I just have a look-see here for my ledgers, I've written down somewhere the price of these things up, but... true. My handwriting is messy. Okay. And those will be 75 gold apiece.
Out of character really quick. Didn't we, when we accepted the job, get like half of the payment or something?
I think so.
Or just,
No.
No, I don't think we
I
got
can't
anything.
remember.
No.
I just wanted to double check if we just had our starting gold.
You just have your starting gold right now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, 75 gold is too much for me right now.
How do we check how much gold we got?
Your character sheet. If you're on DD Beyond, click equipment. It should be in the top right corner of that little tab.
I go, well, my healing potions are free. So,
Got a healer in the group. Always smart.
have any good knickknacks? Anything kind of rare?
No. I
Nothing
think
like
I
that.
have. I think there's a blood ruby back there somewhere if you want that, but if you can't buy these, you certainly can't buy that.
Just said I don't like paying for healing potions. She's the poor one.
Hey.
The man with money ain't here right now.
But there's always more gems.
Right, that
Gotta
is.
walk off.
Right, that is. You were asking about silver. What would you want that silver for, young lady?
This melon.
No?
Yeah, because we don't know. I think you're muted again, Mel.
Apologies. So sorry, just blabbing off and you can't even hear me. Okay, the question was, why do I need a silver? Well, we were hired for a job here, and so far, these creatures that we've been fighting seem to be infernal. And, well, silver is the best against infernal.
Well. He goes back to the cutlery set, and he starts digging through, and he pulls out a silver steak knife. No. And he just looks around.
That'll do. She go ahead and just takes it.
He just weighs it a bit. This thing, 5 silver.
I can do that.
He hands it to you. You feel the knife has about the same weight as the 5 silver coins you're holding.
Wait a minute, we have silver coins. Just like,
Yeah, they're an issue of currency.
yeah, you can melt them down.
Bronze.
Yeah, Bladewin
silver,
is not there, but he would assist if he could.
The blacksmith! I didn't even think about the
Like you had
blacksmith.
silver coins this whole time.
Well,
You know, the issue of currency: bronze, silver, gold.
I only got gold.
excuse me, I'm square brain.
You hand him 1 gold. He hands you the knife and 5 silver pieces.
I'll take it. I
There
got
we go.
something. It's better than nothing. Leave me alone.
So that just has the statistics of a. I'd say, yeah, silver dagger.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like
Pretty
a
much
steak knife. It's
steak.
good. It's a steak knife. They can get pretty hefty when you think about it.
D2.
Well, if you have anything else you would like to run by me, maybe a little bit of bartering. I should be here for the rest of the day. I've got spices. I've got drink. I've got more exotic spices, if you catch my meaning. And yeah, some precious knickknacks here and there. Reaches over, just
I'd like to look at the knickknacks just to see what he has.
okay. He just shows you just a bunch of fancy looking items that range from a bronze hairpin with a peacock feather sticking out of it to what looks to be a chalice made of pure gold with rubies and sapphires emblazoned all around it.
A little too fancy for my taste. Do you have anything simpler?
Oh no, I have this brooch. Walks back, pulls out something that looks to be a little steel brooch with a kind of looks like a pearl embedded in the middle of it. It looks like it's a holy symbol to God, I'm forgetting my own god's names. Yeah, it looks to be a holy symbol to Soon. Rebecca would know this immediately.
Is it to the goddess?
Yep. Your goddess, Soon.
What the hell is her name again?
Well, actually, no, I'm saying that wrong. It's Suni, but
All right, then. How much is it?
this, I'd say it's about a gold.
I'll take it.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's made of steel, and it's got like it's got a pictograph of just a beautiful woman emblazoned in side view on it. It looks to be, the pearl looks to be like an accessory in her hair, where it's set in. And it just looks to be like a pendant that can be hung on a chain.
Yeah, that works for me. I'll take it. I have plans for this.
There you go. Pleasure doing business with you all. And then he goes back to just trying to attract more common folk in with it into here, hoping maybe someone has enough money to buy his shit.
Go check out the blacksmith.
Yay!
Bladewin, at about this time, you'll be walking into town, and you'll see the big square with the big circle, central area, with all the stalls, and you'll notice the rest of your party sitting at like a strange-looking covered carriage with like a purple rag top.
I automatically see him.
Well, they're kind of out in the open. It's pretty easy to tell who they are.
Let's be honest, they stick out like sore thumbs.
They're the most obvious people standing at the most obvious stall.
I'm going to take this opportunity and send Nero a message because I haven't sent him one yet. I'm watching.
You've sent me multiple messages before.
Have I?
Let's go. Bladewin is trying to talk.
I don't remember sending you one.
Send me
Yeah,
twice.
you
The
sent
first,
like twice.
in the first episode.
Oh, I did? All right.
Yep.
In the first episode.
So never mind, I won't do that.
Let's
Are
go.
you just trying to scare people at this
I'll
point?
just go. Like, my God.
I'll send in him, Mallory. I see you.
Her still not quite used to that, a little creeped out because what? So she looks around because someone sees me.
You see a man in an ominous blue robe with his face completely hidden, coming up the trail, and you know it's the person that you've spent the last night sleeping in his bed with.
Her waves him down like, oh hey, you're back.
Yes, I've been following both on leads. So I'm headed to a trail where a man and his son went missing, and I was following up on that lead.
Okay. Oh. we're just about finished up here, we might go to a blacksmith, but would you like us to join you?
Well, I want to get supplies too.
You see that half orc poke his head out again? Hello, new customer. And what is it that you're looking for today?
Look for something slightly better than these poor rations.
I have you there. I have spices. I have more exotic spices. I have a drink, and I have better seasoned rations.
You have drink? What kind of drink?
Much drink. Wine, spirits, ales. I can give you a keg of some of my clansman's grog. It's not the best, but you can get a whole goddamn barrel of this stuff for a gold.
You have anything non-alcoholic?
Turn around.
You have
How many
anything
barrels?
non-alcoholic?
For you, there's some juices, I think I have some coffee beans in here somewhere.
Definitely want the coffee beans.
A gold for this tin.
Do you have anything to make the coffee with? Like a...
Well, I can throw in this kettle, and this kettle is just a silver, so I'll include it with the coffee beans.
I'll take that.
1 gold for this. So there we go.
With those spices, or better spiced rations.
Those cost 7 silver apiece.
I'll take 10 of those.
All right, here then. Collects them up. That will be 5 gold and 1 silver. No, wait, 6 gold. 6 gold. It's 6 gold.
Can't do any better than that.
You know how much it costs to run a team of horses these days, in these trying times.
We're also saving the city from what's plaguing your city. Do we get like the discount?
I'm not from here, boy.
First off, I'm no boy.
Yes,
Oh
but
my
you're younger
God.
than me.
We're a bunch of angsty travelers.
Second of all, do you know where they grow coffee beans?
I'm sure
It's
you're going to
about
educate.
3 kingdoms north.
Is it like going, what the fuck is coffee?
What did you say, 6 gold?
Farmhand drink.
6 gold.
I was really hoping for some change, but it's fine. Give him 6 gold.
If you'd like.
Oh, and do you have any?
Gold for you into some silver.
Do you have? Oh, you can.
Yeah, just give me a gold coin. I'll give you 10 silver pieces.
Alrighty, I'll do that.
There we go. And you were interested in the grog, right?
Yes, how
He
many
points
barrels?
to
do you have?
William. I have 3 in stock.
I'll get 3.
3 gold for him. Looks around exaggeratedly. You're going to carry around 3 full-sized barrels of beer?
I'm not going to be carrying for long.
How fun. Takes the 3 gold. You hear the back of the wagon open up and he rolls out 3 full-sized barrels.
It's not like a tiny.
Oh god.
Yeah, well, I'm getting them.
Fucking alcoholic.
So there's that.
Vegas like, I'm not pushing that around for you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll
And
have you drink
FYI,
it.
those barrels will fit conveniently inside that bag of holding.
No problem. Really? It's pretty full with a library, so I don't know how much it would actually fill.
Okay, by that I mean you can open the strap wide enough to fit a barrel in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what else you have in there.
don't really have enough room for. I don't think. I don't know how much a bag of holding really holds. So
I think
mechanically,
it's like 20 cubic feet or something along those lines.
probably won't fit with the stuff I have in it. So,
You and your traveling library.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. So I'll just pick up the 2 kegs and say, can you help me
I'll
out?
help.
One over
Rebecca?"
one shoulder, one over the other.
Yeah. It's like, let's go
She's
to get some
carrying the third
flour.
one.
So I'll walk over to a flower shop or something.
Mallory
Flowers.
goes ahead and helps because, hey, I'll help you drain them as well.
As much as you want.
So Mallory goes ahead and picks it up on the shoulder as well and just follows.
Okay then. So the rest of you are heading off towards the blacksmith. At this point, the blacksmith is sitting out front, just showing a common guy some horseshoes, showing him some of the nails that he'll be using for him. And then he just sees a bunch of relatively heavily armed people, a tiefling, a guy in a blue cloak, a guy who's wearing a full fucking plate mask, and a knight, just rolling up with 3 big ass barrels coming his way, and he just is just like, I'm
Maybe
assuming
we can
y'all,
trade.
I'm assuming y'all don't want no horseshoes.
Nope.
Well, if it's within my range of doing, I'll do it. What's up?
Do you have any weapons?
Well, I know I can make them. I don't really keep anything besides a dagger in stock.
How much would it cost for you to make us a couple silver weapons?
You want me to create a whole ass new silver sword? Or just want me to coat a blade in it?
We just want you to coat the blades.
I can do that. Hell, I can probably shave down our silver we need by just coating an edge in it. I could probably get that done. Yeah, I could probably do a blade in an hour.
And how much would that cost?
For my time on a day like this, I'd say 2 gold per weapon.
Seems reasonable.
But you'll be supplying the silver.
Mm,
Because,
How much coffee did I buy?
you could buy like one of those big ass Folger things of beans.
Okay. Trying to edit.
you don't have any silver on hand that we could buy off of you?
Well, if you really need silver that badly, I'll be willing to break some change for you. I've got silver on hand, but I'd say you need about 5 coins per blade.
Okay.
So that really brings the price up to if you want 2 swords, that's 5 gold.
Does anyone else want to cut their weapon in silver aside from Rebecca?
I mean, I have a staff. I don't think I will work.
Well,
Dagger?
dagger, yeah. I'd like to cover my short sword in
Oh,
silver.
I do have 2 daggers, actually. I like to cover both my daggers.
Alright, with all that together, that'll be 10 gold, and I can get all that to you by the end of the day today.
I'll pay for it all.
Much obliged, traveler.
All of it?
Yep.
This is rich.
Rebecca's like, are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Does William want a dagger or two coated?
Well, I kind of wobbled away to the
Oh,
away from the smith. So,
Well, you'll carry barrels. You know what? None of my business. You give me 10 gold. He'll hold out his hand and just be like, "Time to get to work then."
all right. Well, I strap my sword and hand it over to him.
I do the same. I kind of balance the barrel in my one arm and just pop the sword out with one hand and put it down.
Thank you. Well, time to get to work. All right, Jimmy, come run the stall for me. You know the prices. All right. You see him walk in and you start to hear the roar of the forges going up and all that. You see a 10-year-old boy walk out, sit down in the seat where he was. He looks like a much younger version of the man you just saw go in. And he pulls out a big sheet of paper. He's like, "You want some horseshoes?"
Thank you.
Precious.
All right.
So, approximately about what time is it right now?
It's about noon now. They should be done at around 4.
Okay.
I think it's time for lunch.
And I think that's where we'll call it for today. As you guys order your swords, get some beer, get some new leads on where to go next. And just in general, find yourselves in a peculiar middle ground in between sites.
Sounds good.
Any really pressing things you guys want to get done before next week?
I'd like to do something.
All right.
Only thing is, I don't want Rebecca seeing because then she's gonna press questions. And I don't need that. I don't need that.
I would like to, once they walked away, Bladewin would hang back by himself by the armory guy.
Mhm.
And slip him Oath Keeper.
Mhm.
See if they can coat that with silver too, just in case.
He looks at it. This really don't need silver. Like, out of every sword I've ever seen that needs to be silver to fight fucking demons, this ain't it.
All right, he just slips it right back under his cloak.
I don't know what's on this fucking sword, but it don't need more help.
You had that the whole time.
The what?
That could have fought the demon.
Yeah, I could have, but not. We're at the bar, at the tavern.
It wasn't a demon. They were ghosts. Or
They were infernal, so
They were things.
they were things bound to an infernal summon.
well, the thing about this sword, I'm a sorcerer. I can't really use it, so.
I mean, you're probably just not proficient in it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell anymore because they'll get the story away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a sorcerer, so it's a very fair assumption.
Alrighty then. Well, since Bladewin's by himself, I would presume everyone kind of walked off. Well, Malloy
Not
to
Rebecca.
God
She's
damn it.
right there with you.
There's this thing called
Keeping up.
stealth.
Just keeping it
All right,
up on you.
I'll take a stealth check so I can,
See if you can blend into the crowd and slip away.
Yep. See if
with
I
a
can
keg on your
scroll
shoulder.
down to that. No, I cannot. I gotta do it on D20. Hold on. This is annoying. I don't have a big enough screen for this. Excuse me while I go find it.
Gotta go on D&D Beyond and do it.
Yep. I got a a 13. Wait. Yes. 13.
13? Rebecca, what's your passive?
Oh, my passive? Passive perception is 15.
Yeah, you see her. She's trying to just like, in a group of peasants, she's just trying to back into them and blend
Assassin's
in.
Creed style.
But unfortunately, she's red. And kind of wearing armor at the moment.
Like, what are you doing, girl?
I need to have a conversation. Leave me be.
Alright, I'll allow it.
Yay. Alright, on that note, I go ahead and go over to Bladewin. Why are we... Wait, did someone call him Baldwin? I just realized that. Anyway. I go over
Hey,
to
Alec.
and hold up the brooch.
The brooch?
I wanted to thank you for the flowers as a gift.
Make a religion check.
Me?
Yep. One second.
16.
Valerie, I would like you to make a religion check as well.
Okay. Alright. Okay, yes, I can see this. Cool. Not bad.
Suni is the goddess of love and beauty.
How fitting.
That is who this brooch represents. I am just telling you that right now.
Do I know what it means? I rolled a 16.
Yes, you do.
Rebecca thought it was gonna be a gift for her. Low key.
Y'all,
Considering
she
that
thought
Suni is
wrong.
her god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wait.
exactly.
Wait, what? Did you just buy this or something?
Yes, she did.
Oh.
Just bought this.
Alright.
And just to give it to you. Or to
So,
give
yeah.
it to Bladewin.
Continue.
I don't even know what a brooch is right now. Hold on.
It's kind of like a lapel pin.
It's, yeah, you just
Yeah.
wear it on your shirt. Or like the DM said earlier, you could just hang it on a little thread and keep it in your pocket. It's supposed to be like
Okay.
a token of my affections, so to say.
It's effectively a iron. It's effectively a steel holy symbol with a pearl inlaid in it. But
It was
take
that
the
or
gu-
like a peacock hairpin. I'll take the brooch.
Bladewin takes the brooch. It says, "Would you like me to wear this?" It's about wear
Kind
it.
of.
No, I'm asking. Do you want me to put it on a chain? You want to put it on my cloak where everybody can see it? I mean,
A chain, because Rebecca will pry. And you said you wanted to keep this on the down low, so
we,
best that
we,
she
we
doesn't
don't
see
even
it.
know what this is yet.
very true. I'm just
That's
saying.
why.
She will, Rebecca will make assumptions.
Bladewin takes it and attaches it to the chain where his holy symbol's at, and tucks it under his shirt.
got it. And with that, we will end it off.
And you'll see a light, basically my version of a wink at you, and basically see one wide eye look shut and open.
All right, in that case, before I try and end it off again, anyone got anything else?
What I would like, I would actually try to find white flour, like really, really fine white flour.
Yeah, there's a grain mill at the end of the walkway that you're on, just next to the river.
I would buy like 40 pounds of white flour.
Along with the beer?
Yep. A lot of like really, really fine white powder, like the super fine white powder.
Oh,
That's
Nerime
a
wasn't
lot of
with
cake,
us to
guy.
get her stuff cloaked in Cyril. Where was she?
She's passed out. Still.
Well, anybody got anything done by put silver on their blades, whatever? You can go to D&D Beyond and customize that, and there's a click for silvered.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll go
Okay,
ahead and
so
do
we
that.
can say that you can get that amount of flour for a gold.
Okay. And then for the time, I guess, for whenever we come back, I would set up the one keg as a chair, and other one I'll set my painting tray, put a bunch of paints down, set on my easel, canvas, and start yelling at people and saying like, anybody want a portrait? 1 copper. And I'll see if anybody shows up.
Make a charisma check.
Charisma.
Why the hell did you buy flour?
Don't know yet. There's a
It's
reason.
William. I wouldn't question it too much.
Just a regular charisma at the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, you get a decent amount of people coming in. If you're gonna sit there for the full 4 hours, that's I'd say make a dexterity check too.
Dexterity. 19.
I'd say you could get 14 to 15 paintings done
It's a
with the
lot of
people
painting.
actually. Well, your practice. They don't have to be super good, especially for I don't know people who don't really see paintings.
So yeah, that's really what I'm doing. It's like 1 copper per painting. So
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you can make silver, like a silver and 5 copper doing this. You're just gonna wait there for a while.
okay, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll do like portraits of families and things like that.
Okay.
It's nice.
And that should be all for today.
Take this opportunity in the stream, and for everybody on YouTube, thanks for watching. We'll be back either Friday or Saturday. We'll determine that off stream. Because after that, like I just said, I'm going to be going on leave, and I'll be gone for like 27 days. So it'll be a massive break between these fine, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Probably doing one shots or something like that. So, but thank you for hanging out. Till next time. Peace.
Standing at the crossroads between a light